Hi there, how you doing? At the time that I'm recording this, I have no idea where the destination of our next incentive trip is going to be. However, I'm pretty sure I want to go there because if Pampered Chef is going to be sending some people on trips for free, I'd like it to be me. If you are new, I want to let you know I earned my first incentive trip with the Pampered Chef in my first year of business when I didn't even know there were incentive trips to be earned. So if you're thinking this is only for the big wigs and people who've been doing this forever, these trips are for everyone. Okay. Even though I do not know the destination, I was given the point requirements and the ways that we can earn the trips. And I love to crunch numbers. So I got right to it and figured I'd make this video in case you are wondering how the heck can I earn a dream vacation with the Pampered Chef? Well, I am so glad you asked. Um, First, if you are a consultant who's been around a while and maybe you haven't earned a trip yet, well, guess what? No one can go back and make a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. Okay? We all start with a clean slate of points come January 1st. And it's only early December right now, so we've got plenty of time to kind of get our ducks in a row for the new year. Okay, so here are the point requirements for the trips. For the level 1 trip, it's 60,000 points. Level 2 is 90,000 points. The elite trip is 150,000 points. Okay, the point requirements are the same for every consultant director and upper level director in the company. And this year, very exciting, there are 5 ways that we can earn trip points. The first 2 ways are the same as they have been for the last many years. Every dollar in commissionable sales that we submit between January 1st, 2020 and December 31st, 2020 is 1 trip point, okay? And every personal recruit that we sponsor and qualifies, that means they sell 1,250 in sales in their career, we get 3,000 trip points. And brand new this year, when you are a consultant, senior consultant, or team leader, and you promote to director, in the new year, you will get 5,000 trip points. Yeah, I can't get those because I'm already an upper level director, but you guys can get 5,000 extra trip points. Okay, the next way that we can earn points is super exciting. It's paid as points. Now, if you've been in the business a little while, you might know that, sometimes you're paid as a consultant, but maybe you've got a person on your team and then they're active and you're active and now you're getting paid as a senior consultant. When you have 2 people on your team, 2 lines, and they are both active and you are active in a month, you're getting paid as a team leader. Okay, so paid as points means that when we hit structure for whatever level we are, whatever level we get paid as points. Okay, so if you promote to team leader, you've got at least 2 people, 2 lines on your team, and and you have 2 lines active, plus you are active with at least 750 in sales in a month. Then you have met the structure for team leader, and you are getting paid as a team leader. And every time that happens, every single month, you will get 5,000 paid as points for hitting structure as a team leader. Now, then let's say you hit structure for director. That's 5 active people with a total of 5,000 in team sales between yours and theirs, and at least 750 has to be from you. Then you have hit structure for director and you get 1,000 points every month that you hit that structure. And guess what? After you become a director, you don't even need the 5 active. You just need 750 in sales with a total of 5,000 in team sales. At least 5,000 or more in team sales, and you have hit structure and you are getting 1,000 trip points. When you hit structure and are paid as an advanced director, it's 1,500, senior director is 2,000, executive director is 3,000, senior exec 4,000, and national executive director is 5,000 points. Yeah, so this is a really cool way to scoop up lots of points. Okay, and then the 5th way that we can earn points is for people who are directors and above at some point during the year. Once you're a director, for every director you promote from your team at the time that they promote, it's 2,000 points. The month following their promotion, if that new director is green, meaning they have 5,000 in team sales and at least 750 of their own, so they are paid as a director, you get another 2,000 points. And the following month, same thing. If they are, again, green as a director with 5,000 in team sales, with at least 750 coming from the new director, you get another 2,000 points. Okay, so whew, that's it in a big nutshell. So let's break this down into steps. Step number one, set a goal. And guys, I encourage you not to set it too low. Like, don't sit there and say, oh, I can never do this, or I should just go for the bottom level trip. I mean, a goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. These are a couple of quotes I love about goals. And the second quote is, if a goal doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. Okay. And the last quote is from Michelangelo. The greater danger for most of us isn't that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it's too low and we reach it. Okay. So at this point, all you're doing is going to crunch some numbers and explore the possibilities. So, expand your horizons. We're going to crunch the first 2 levels of trips here. After you set a goal, you need to make a plan, because a goal without a plan is just a wish. Okay, so this is just one way that you could make a plan. And guys, if you're not a great number cruncher or you just can't wrap your brain around this, schedule a time to talk with your director to come up with a plan that is tailored to you, because this business is very flexible. So the ways that you can earn this trip are just as flexible. I'm just going to show you one possibility, okay? Let's say you are doing virtual parties and you decide that in the year 2020, you are going to do 1 virtual block party per month. And each of those block parties, you are going to work your little tail off to make sure there are 5 hosts at each one of them. Okay? If you have 5 hosts, probably 4 of those parties will qualify. And if you're doing your job right and you're host coaching well, you've got a $450 show average. Okay? So 450 times 4 is 1,800 in sales per month. How many of you have ever sold 1,800 in a month? I'm sure a lot of you are nodding, going, yeah, that wasn't so hard. Okay, over a year's time, that's 21,600 trip points. But, the Pampered Chef mantra, for every 4, add 1 more. So for every 4 parties that you hold, your goal is to add 1 team member. Maybe a host decides to sign, maybe one of the guests at the shows, maybe one of the people who place outside orders, whatever. If you're doing your job and you're reaching out, you're generating interest and you're offering the opportunity, chances are for every 4 parties you do, you're going to add a team member. So if you're doing 1 block party a month with 5 hosts and 4 qualified, that's 1 team member per month. Okay, so that means you're going to probably sponsor about 12 team members this year. And let's say 8 of them qualify by submitting 1,250 in sales. That's 8 recruits times 3,000 trip points. Each is 24,000 trip points. And now let's add those fun numbers, the paid as points. So let's say you're paid as a team leader for 5 months in the new year. Okay, you start in January and you recruit 1, and then in February you recruit a 2nd person, and they're active, and so you meet structure for team leaders. So starting in February, you are paid as a team leader. Okay, so if you're paid as a team leader for 5 months, that's 500 paid as points per month that you are paid as a team leader. So that's 25,000 points. But then you keep adding people to your team and you promote to the next level, director. And for that, you get 5,000 trip points. And then let's say for the next 5 months, you are paid as a director. And that is 5,000 more points for the year. All right, so let's crunch these numbers. You've got 21,600 in sale points. You've got 24,000 in recruit points. You've got 2,500 in team leader paid as points. You've got 5,000 points for promoting to director and 5,000 more points for your director paid as points. There's a grand total of $58,100. So you're $1,900 away from earning the trip. So you decide you're going to throw in a couple of mystery host parties or online orders or catalog shows, plug those in throughout the year where you're going to do those, and voila, you have earned a trip. And guys, this is not full-time. This is barely part-time. This is one block party per month and taking 3 weeks off. And this is a great trip. Like I said, I don't know what it is yet, but every trip I've been on with Pampered Chef has been amazing. Guys, it's not like any trip I could ever afford to do with my family. They close theme parks for us when we're in Disney. They send us to the top resorts when we've gone to Hawaii. When we've done cruises, we have outside cabins with verandas. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. And all of this you can do by working with intention. Okay, so it's not about putting in a ton of hours, but it's about being very focused on what you do with the time you spend on your business. Okay, your life will change when you put more energy into your dreams than your fears. So rather than saying, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I, should I try, should I don't know. How about don't put energy into that? How about decide, I'm going for it? Because let's face it, let's say you try and you don't make it. Okay, you still have nice paychecks along the way, you've still added team members, you've still earned free products along the way, because that's what Pampered Chef offers us, okay? It's not the end of the world. But if you don't go for it, you'll never earn it. Nobody earns a trip by accident. Except me, my first year. Okay. Now, let's talk about that second level trip. 90,000 points are needed. Let's say you're going to do 2 block parties instead of 1, each one with 5 hosts. Okay? That means about 8 of these parties will probably qualify. And you've got a show average of 450. So now that's $3,600 in sales per month. That's going to be a nice paycheck every month, probably close to $800 or more. Okay, wow, that's pretty good income. And it's also going to give you 43,200 trip points over a year's time. But remember, with every 4, you add 1 more. That's actually 24 recruits, but I'm going, conservatively, 18 recruits for the year. 12 of them qualify by submitting $1,250 in sales. That's 36,000 trip points. We're still going with 5 months paid as a team leader, so that's 2,500 paid as points, and 5 more months paid as a director, so that's 5,000 more points. And you promote to director, so that's 5,000 more points. That is a grand total of 91,700. Ta-da! Top level. And guys, this is still part-time hours. This is still pockets of time spent on your business. Now remember, this is just one way. I do mostly in-home parties, but I do a lot of different sales throughout the year. 2 or 3 times a year, I offer sales and incentives for my customers to order. I keep the host rewards and stock up and door prizes, and I get the trip points. So if I have a show where I give away, most of my commission, does it matter to me? No, it's great for customer loyalty, and it's great for trip points, and it's great for earning free door prizes to stock up on. Okay, and you can do a couple of those throughout the year. So be intentional. Okay, when I was first going for my first big trip, I made a chart for myself, okay, based on my plan, so that I wouldn't forget anything. So based on the plan I just shared with you, here's January. You're going to do 1 block party with 5 hosts. And maybe you say, you know what, I'm going to find one person who's just going to run around with a catalog, or see if my hairdresser will share a catalog for a week. Something that you're not counting on, but could be a little buffer, and then 1 recruit. Okay, so I'd always put some little extra thing each month to help me stay on track in case one of the shows doesn't hold or whatever. Now in February, another block party, and maybe because we find out what the new spring products are going to be in February, maybe toward the end, you're going to do a spring preview customer event, and you're going to take pre-orders for the new season, and you're going to get bookings for the new season. Okay, so it's another way to generate a little bit of extra sales. And maybe that month Pampered Chef offers a really great sign-on bonus, or that month, because of tax returns, more people than usual are jumping on board. Let me tell you, February, end of January and February tend to be huge recruiting times because of those tax returns. Okay, so maybe that's the month you're going to aim for 3 recruits. This is just something that I put together. You can tailor it to what you want to do. Okay, in March, you're doing your 1 block party, but maybe at your spring preview party, you found a few people that just wanted to take catalogs around and share them with their coworkers and friends. Okay, so maybe you've got a few extra catalog shows going, and you're 1 recruit. April, 1 block party. Oh, Mother's Day is coming up in May. Maybe you offer some kind of online sale, flash sale or something for Mother's Day. Who knows? And 1 recruit. Okay, so this is the way you can kind of come up with your plan. You can do this after the cutoff for Christmas delivery. You can kind of sit down and say, what can I do, in my life, in my pockets of time, to make sure I always try to put in a buffer. Okay, I want to have a couple months in there where I want to sign a few extra recruits. I want to have an extra catalog show or an online show or something going on here and there to make up for the fact that some of the shows are going to flop. Maybe I'm going to fall behind on some of these things. But this way, you can stay on top of it. And again, if you want to kind of tailor a plan that works for you, contact your director. And here's a quote from me. When I was first going for a top-level trip, a consultant on my team, she knew what my sales were like, and she's like, I don't know, Karen, you think you can do that? And I just said, hey, anyone who's ever earned a trip was once a consultant who hadn't yet earned a trip. Okay, so if you're one of those people who hasn't yet earned a trip, well, I was there. Ask any consultant who's ever earned a trip. Hey, were you ever a consultant who didn't? Absolutely. That's where we all start out. But you know what? You don't want to look in the rearview mirror. You want to drive looking straight ahead. Yikes. Okay. So there we go, guys. One of my favorite benefits of being with the Pampered Chef are the free trips. They have been some of my greatest family memories. Some of the trips are family oriented. Some are, for couples. They have all been absolutely amazing. And they have been things that I could never have justified before. Some of you know my husband's a firefighter. They don't pay them a lot of money. We had 3 kids. We were saving for college. We were paying for sports camps and music lessons and all that kind of stuff. And we didn't have a ton of extra money. And then college started, and I had a goal to get them through for free. So we didn't have a lot of money there either. And I remember the first year that we had 2 kids in college. Breathtaking, guys, because we never took out loans. And there we were in Maui. I had earned the top-level trip. And we were in Maui because as we sent 2 kids off to college. We would never have been able to justify that. So guys, this is possible. It is absolutely doable by everyone and anyone who is willing to spend the time to make a goal, set a plan, and track the results every single month. So if you fall behind a little bit, you can adjust your plan to sneak in an extra couple of recruits or sneak in an extra couple of catalog shows or an extra block party to make it happen. Absolutely. So if you want a trip, I want you to right now, even if you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is never going to happen for me. If you just want it, I want you to message your director and say right now, I want this trip. Because you know what? We can make a plan. All right? Good luck. Dream big and do it scared.